WWE Insider hints at major Dominik Mysterio shift in 2026. Dominik Mysterio might be heading into one of the biggest transitions of his career. A well-known backstage insider has shared that WWE is quietly building a new long-term direction for him, and the tone behind the scenes suggests something significant is coming once the calendar flips to 2026. The company has been evaluating how to elevate Dominik beyond his current presentation, and the insider believes the pieces are already moving toward a major shift. Dominik's run so far has been filled with strong character moments, title wins, and memorable rivalries. But there's been a lingering sense that WWE hasn't unlocked what they see as his full potential. The insider explained that the company doesn't want him to stay in a holding pattern, and is preparing him for a bigger role that could reshape how audiences view him going forward. New direction could redefine his on-screen identity. WWE appears ready to experiment with a fresh approach that might include a character adjustment or a complete repositioning. The insider hinted that creative discussions have centered on making Dominik feel more essential to major storylines instead of limiting him to the mid-card lane he's been in lately. There's a belief internally that he has room to grow into a more commanding presence if the right story is built around him. There has also been a lot of fan speculation about his recent absence, and whether the company is waiting for the right moment to relaunch him. Conversations online reflect interest in seeing him come back stronger, and the insider noted that the timing of this planned shift could depend on how well he connects with both loyal viewers and newer audiences once he's back on screen. The wrestling landscape changes quickly, and nothing is final until it plays out on television. But this particular insight paints a picture of WWE being very intentional with Dominik's next steps. Machado Gary says only beating Islam Makhachev will shut everyone. The top UFC welterweight contender Ian Machado Gary wants the championship bout next. He has received a fair sum of criticism in his illustrious career. The only prominent solution Machado Gary feels is a mighty win against the defending champion Islam Makhachev. However, achieving a direct title shot may require the Irish fighter to claim one more dominating win. The next welterweight title challenger remains to be a suspense. According to Makhachev, UFC was considering Michael Morales. The audience was convinced of seeing Kamaru Usman securing the prestigious opportunity, but it seems like UFC has different plans. Nothing has been officially confirmed. More light will be shed in the forthcoming weeks. Ian Machado Gary's perspective. In a recent social media post, the top UFC welterweight contender was seen talking about silencing critics by beating Islam Makhachev. "When I beat him, I will have beaten the greatest pound-for-pound fighter on the planet right now. When I beat Islam Makhachev and I win the world title, there will be no excuses from anyone anywhere on the planet." 26-year-old star tipped to become WWE's next black sheep after Braun Strowman. WWE fans have something new to chew on after fresh reports linked Zilla Fatu, a 26-year-old rising name, to a possible debut that could echo Braun Strowman's early black sheep era. A respected veteran, Bully Ray believes Fatu has the presence and raw edge to step into a role built on unpredictability, power, and that outsider aura fans remember so clearly. The comparison immediately sparked chatter, mostly because stepping into the black sheep lane isn't a small claim. It's a statement about potential and impact. Strowman made that character unforgettable, and now whispers suggest that WWE might be considering a new version, shaped around someone younger, hungrier, and carved out for long-term storytelling. That's where Fatu enters the conversation, and the timing feels deliberate rather than accidental. A fresh face with real weight behind his name. Fatu isn't coming in as a mystery figure. He carries the Anoa'i bloodline, the same family tree that produced some of wrestling's most dominant stars. That alone gives him instant spotlight, but insiders point to more than heritage. His look, athletic ability, and presence have turned heads outside WWE, and a transition to the main stage seems more like a matter of when than if. His age also works in his favor, since WWE often looks for performers they can develop into long-running characters. The idea of Fatu stepping into a black sheep-style role isn't about copying Strowman. It's about bringing back that feeling of a lone force who throws the usual rhythm off. Someone who can storm into a segment, clash with top names, and shake up whatever story happens to be running. Fans love that type of chaos when it's done right. And Fatu has been mentioned as a talent who could bring that spark with the right introduction. Daniel Cormier breaks silence on biggest UFC regret. Daniel Cormier has achieved monumental success in his illustrious UFC career. He shared one of the most intense rivalries in the history of the sport with Jon Jones. The animosity between the two gentlemen was extremely strong and infectious. From the organization to the audience, everyone could feel it. Life is filled with regrets and sorrows, but if DC had to highlight one of his greatest UFC regrets, it would be him not remaining laser-focused during his rematch with Jon Jones, as he feels that played a crucial role in bearing a sour defeat. DC is doing phenomenally well with commentating UFC events, and his lifelong rival may return for one final bout at the White House event in June. In a recent interview with Josh Thompson, DC explained his biggest UFC regret. In terms of one regret, it was the Jon Jones fight the second time. I was in shape, we were fighting, I was fighting really well, and then he kicked me in the body, right? I was like, okay. Then he tried to head kick me and I was like, nope. I started feeling so good that I lost focus. Because now I'm being arrogant, talking to him, doing all those things when that never was me. I was always so locked in. That's why I was so good. I could wrestle and I could push a very high pace, but I was always so locked in. Iconic knockout.